why did you decide to create this organization?
I've always thought about creating an organization, and I got in touch with my friend Cassie and my lovely, gorgeous friend Katrina, and it just came together. We all have experienced it or known someone who's experienced mental illness or addiction, substance abuse, so we really just all share the same passion for educating and getting educated, and it just came together.
Sounds lovely.
Just came together.
It's really hard for people to talk about these issues, and I think putting faces that aren't famous to this and saying we've all been there before, we know somebody who is or has.
Well, it first started with me and Cassie going to a music video shoot in support of To Write Love on Her Arms. It's the same type of organization as ours. They help people who have suffered through depression and suicide and mental disabilities. And we both kind of have strong feelings towards those things. I personally want to show the world that you can survive. There is something worth living for. We're here for you, to help you.
There. We're trying to do music therapy, to come to shows where there's a lot of people that have the same issues as you, that you, the person standing next to you, moshing with you, might have the same issues as you.
How does it make you feel knowing that you are reaching out to people who suffer from some of the same ailments that you do?
It makes me feel, I'm not going to say good because I wish that they weren't feeling those feelings, but it makes me feel happy that they are accepting the help that I can give them, that they actually feel some sort of hope from what we are doing.
Nervous, because there are days that I get down too, so it's gonna, there's some days where I'm gonna feel like, why am I doing this? I shouldn't be the person to do this, but then people that are dealing with these issues are perfect candidates to have organizations. I hope a lot more people do, like, open up organizations or create organizations.
It makes me feel good in a way because it's not really talked about, and it's something that people keep quiet. So I think it's really good that everyone comes together and speaks their mind. Some of my friends have gone through stuff, and though I haven't, but I've experienced it with them. So I think it's good that everyone comes together, whether or not you've experienced it yourself or through other people.
So what do you hope to achieve with this organization?
Saving, I mean, in actuality, we would love to save somebody's life, but that's kind of a huge thing to be asking. But, you know, just to help people contribute to their happiness and take away a little bit of their sadness and negativity, you know, be a place for somebody to smile in the day.
We want to help everyone.
It sounds cliche, but to save lives, we hope to save lives and reach out to people.
It's always amazing. It does sound like when I try and tell that to people, they're like, oh, okay.
Right.
And it's like, no, but really.
You can affect lives, you can help lives, and anything is possible.
So how did you come to be here within this organization? What's your synopsis of your story?
Well, I met Cassie through my cousin Tyler. So we just came together and we actually started talking about our ex-boyfriends who were drug addicts. And so we connected on a lot of the levels right there. And so we were just always, we love like To Write Love on Our Arms and all of that. And so we all just came together through talking, really, just connected.
When I was younger, you know, we had a lot of issues with my family, a lot of violence, anger. It really wasn't fun growing up. I had a privileged life, but I also didn't have parents around very much because they were always so busy with whatever they were doing. And whenever I saw them, they'd be angry, and it just wasn't good. And school kind of sucked, and all the kids were really mean, and it made me afraid to go out in the world to talk to people. I still have weird social anxieties, but I'm getting a lot better. I never talked to anybody just because I was always just so afraid of what anybody ever thought. And so I became really, really depressed. I became suicidal because of, I don't know, the lack of social interaction. I don't know. Somehow Cassie actually came into my life, and she just kind of became my friend and said, hey, you know what? You're going to do these things that you're afraid of, and it's going to be okay. I'm going to show you it's going to be okay. And just having some sort of social interaction from her brought me out of it, and it made me feel better.
I myself dealt with self-mutilation and suicide. I was in the hospital many times for attempts. I was just not a happy person, and I didn't have anything to hold on to. I felt like nobody would really understand what I was going through. And there's a lot of backstory. There's a lot in the past that creates who you are and the way that you feel about yourself. And in that, I just listened too much to my past and didn't let it go. So about 2 years ago, when I decided that I wanted to stop drinking and stop smoking and doing all the things that were harming my body, then I went to a music video thing for Skylit Drive. I was in one of their music videos and met some amazing people, and they all inspired me. Like, some people have it so worse than I do, and it kind of woke me up to that was one place where we felt we belonged because we were all together, and now we had to leave. And we kind of felt like we wanted to stay because when we went home, we had to be different people. We couldn't open up about our lives. And I decided, I called people that were there that day, and I said, how do you guys feel if we did something amazing? And the idea was born.
Okay. Does it make you feel stronger being a woman in front of a major organization?
It does. 6-7 months ago, I would have been like, no, I can't do this at all. But really, when you just get out there and do it, and you have a purpose and you have a reason behind it, there's nothing to be afraid of. And it really empowers you from the inside. It's like you're standing in front of a crowd, I'm here, they're here because I'm here. It's awesome.
I'm sure a lot of women and girls would say yes, but I don't really look at the gender of it. I think it would be the same if there's a male in it, but I think on a certain part of it, it's going to be really powerful for girls because it's really hard for girls to say something, because for girls, it's really hard to have solid friends. It's really hard to make yourself vulnerable because women are portrayed as a certain way, and you have to be a certain way. And I think it's having 3 girls front this, I think, is going to be helpful to girls to be able to speak up. And because now, even myself, I don't like to cry in front of people. I don't like to do anything girly in front of people because girly is contributed with weak and not strong, and it's contributed with crazy. And I don't want the stereotypes. I don't want stereotypes anymore. So if a male could do that same thing, more power to you. Boy or girl, just spread the movement.
I've always been one of the boys, I guess. But yeah, girl power. It makes me feel really good. I love it.
Don't you dare burn out.